there's no doubt. Some of it is around young people, and I'll start with young people and some of the differences. One of the things I found fascinating, and this comes back to old geek attitudes, right? We have this idea that boys are geeks and the girls are just social, right? And there's this idea that the two can't be together. Social media brought the two together, where being social was being geeky, right? And the two came together in this really pretty way. And if you look at the social network sites, so often the girls dictated what the rules were. Right? They set the norms. And in the early days of MySpace, what happened in a lot of girl-boy dynamics was that the girls created the profiles for the boys. And then the boys got fed up with the girls deciding who would be their top 8, what would be on their profile. Like, I can do that too. If you look at like all of the copy-paste code and the craziness, girls were just as involved with it as boys. They may not have been writing the explicit HTML code, but the thing is that they were figuring out how to modify it and figuring out how to put it as part of the culture. The boys, of course, decided that they were going to monetize it and took it to a whole new level, but the girls made it theirs. And so some of these gender dynamics around social norms really play out. Girls are more likely than boys to have accounts on most of this kind of social media. Boys are much more likely to be engaged in actually video production, different kind of maker types, like certain kinds of maker cultures, and the girls are much more likely to do really creative things. Even if you look at like the cultures of fandom is primarily girls, right? It's a subsection of it that's boys, but it's primarily girls, especially when you start getting into Slash, which is a whole, things about a lot of the social media is that we're getting away from these, technologies for boys and not for girls kind of thing, and we're seeing that as technology gets social, the things that girls actually have become very good at are intertwined deeply with the geek culture.